Make the ground shake.
Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Tom or Gummy, and today we are doing another statue tutorial. Today we are doing Phantom Foxy from Five Nights at Freddy's 3. You guys have requested this an absolute ton, so I thought I'd get it out as soon as I possibly could. So here it is. But before we start, I do want to bring your attention to an awesome new app I was recently introduced to. The app is called LazarSvabic by Amino Apps and is available for download on the Google Play Store as well as iOS. The app's free, has no ads whatsoever, so there's probably no reason why you shouldn't have the app already. It's the hub of all Minecraft fans. The app allows you to meet other fans, share your projects and ideas, get feedback through the poll system they have, and chat about all things Minecraft. I think it's great because you can upload your projects there, such as your skins, your builds, also your statues if you want to do that. That is awesome. And you can upload pictures, plus a little text file about what it is, talking about it and how you did it. And yeah, it's a great way to get your work out there and also to get people to see it. Personally, I use it to show off my pixel art map, Artistic Adventures, the one I'm working on for the past 2 years. But my username is GummyBearGames. If you want to see it, drop a follow on there. And I'll try and follow as many of you guys back as I possibly can and chat to you guys as well. But yeah, just to recap, the app is called Crafters Amino. Definitely give it a try. It is free to download on the iOS and Android store. And I'll leave a link in the description. So yeah, thank you very much and I will see you in the tutorial. Okay guys, so let's get straight on into building this statue. First of all, I'm going to list out the blocks you will need to build it, and then we'll get straight on into building it and making your very own Phantom Foxy. So ignore that grey wall, that's still there from a previous tutorial. I forgot to get rid of that. That's a great start. But we have stone, cyan stained clay, brown stained clay, black wool, green stained clay, lime stained clay, white wool, light grey wool. So it's not a very large mix of materials, I guess. Let me get it up on screen one last time so you guys can pause and grab the materials into your inventory. Again, I'll just hover over them one last time if you want to pause on the names, if that's what you want to do. And also a map makes your life a hell of a lot easier. Okay, so what we're going to start off by doing is placing an 8 long line of stone. Next row is 1 stone, 2 cyan stained clay, 2 stone, 2 cyan stained clay, 1 stone. Next row is 1 cyan stained clay, 2 stone, 2 cyan stained clay, 2 stone, 1 cyan, and then the next row is the exact same. Okay, so as you can see, what we've got right now is a 8 wide by 4 tall rectangle. What we're then going to do is on the left, we're going to build up 1, 2 using any material, and we're going to place a third one using brown stained clay. Once you place that third one, what you do is punch the 2 below it out, like so. So right now there should be a 2 block gap in between that. What we're then going to do is next to that place 1 black. Go 1, 2, 3 to the side using brown, and the first 2 we're going to punch out. We're going to bring it down 1. We're also from here going to go to side 1, to side again using black wool, punch the first one out, and then go to side 1 using brown stained clay. So this is technically what it should look like so far. So there should be a 2 block gap, 2 block gap, 3, 3, 1, 3, 2, 2. That's the gap in between them. Next layer is a lot easier, so I'll do that for you now. So for the next layer, what we're going to do is 1 brown stained clay, 1 black, 1, 2, 3, 4 brown stained clay, 1 black, 1 brown stained clay. Next row is 8 black, like so. So it should be looking like this so far. Next row is 1, 2, 3, 4 brown stained clay, 1 black, and then 3 brown stained clay. Next row, 2 black, 2 brown, 1 black, 1 brown, 2 black. Next row, 2 black, 2 brown, 1 black, 1 brown, 2 black, so the exact same as the previous row. So as you can see, this is what it should be looking like right now. I'll tell you the height. So as you can see, the floor is Y5 on consoles, so that's Y17. That is the top of the legs. So right now it should be 12 tall, 8 wide, and it should look like this. As you can see, there should be a 2 gap there, 2 gap there, and the rest I am presuming you'd be able to figure out yourself. Just to recap, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1, 3, 2, 2. So yeah, hopefully you got that. This is what it should look like, as I've mentioned many a time, and if you need to, feel free to pause here. Of course, I will be now moving on to the body and then the arms, or technically one arm, because his left arm is a bit missing, should we say the least. So what we now do, this is the start of the body now. We place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 brown, 1 black, 1 brown. Next to that, we're going to place 1 cyan stained clay, 2 stone, 1 cyan. So that just marks out where the right arm starts, and we'll get to that later on in the video. Okay, so for the next row, what we're going to do is 1 brown, 1 black, 1, 2, 3, 4 brown, 1 black, 1 brown. And then the final row for now is 8 black. So once you've done that, as you can see, it should be 15 blocks tall and 8 wide, 12 wide if you're including that tiny bit there. What we're going to do for now, just to build it up, we're going to place a row of 4 cyan stained clay and then a row of 4 stone on top of that, and that's just to get in line and make it a bit easier, I guess, to put things into proportion. So again, this is what it should be looking like. Now, this is where things get a tiny bit difficult again. So what we do is on the left, we build up 2 using any material whatsoever, and then we'll place a 3rd block on top using black wool. So again, make sure there's a 2 block gap in between. And what we're going to do later on in the video is add the endoskeleton inside, and you'll see it in the middle here and also in the legs. And it's very, very cool. What we're then going to do on top of this is go up 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 using the green stained clay. The next block next to this green stained clay here, we place 1, 2 green stained clay, 2 black, and then 2 green stained clay. Second block up, we place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 using lime stained clay. So as you can see, right now it should be 7, 6, and then 5. Next row, we're actually going to start from the top. We place 1 black, and we place 2 lime stained clay. Next row, 2 lime stained clay. Next row is 2, then 2 black, and then, 3 black, and then 1 lime. The next row is in fact 7 green. And then the final row we're going to do for now is 2 black, 2 green, 2 black, 1 green. So once you've done that, that is the front of the body complete. Of course, we're going to add the pole going through the middle, so that will fill in a few gaps. But of course, feel free to pause here right now. From that very bottom block there to that very top block there should be 24 blocks tall, 8 wide, and should look like this. Okay, so on the right arm now, what we're going to do is place 4 cyan right there. Now on the left side, we place 1, 2, 3, 4 green stained clay. We're then from the top here going to place 1 black, 1 green, go down and to the side. Below that, we're going to place 1 black, so it should be looking like this. Of course, feel free to pause. Then we're going to place 1 green there just to make it a 2x2, and it should be looking like this. Next, what we're going to do is here we're going to leave a 2 block gap, and right next to these 2 black blocks here we're going to place 2 stone. Next to that we're going to place 2 green, next to that 2 black, and then 2 green. What that does is leaves us with a stripe pattern, and it should come in line with the top of the body here, as you can see. That leaves us with a stripy pattern and a little gap in the middle here. What we're going to do is extend this green down 1, this black down 1, and this green down 2. And what that does is leaves us with a little tetra shape here, which is going to be a little cutout where you'll be able to see the endoskeleton. So of course this is what it should look like so far. That is the right arm complete. Now we can add the left arm, which is very, very simple because very simply not very much of it. So for the left arm, what we're going to do is come to the top left here and place 2 stone. Next to that 2 black, next to that 2 green, and next to that 2 green again. So extend it out 4 basically. On the very far left we're going to bring it down 2. This row 1, this row 1, and this one none. So as you can see, essentially it goes from left to right 4, 3, 3, 2, and it should look like this. Again, there will be a bit of endoskeleton hanging out, but we'll get to that later on in the video. So right now it should be looking like this. Of course this looks very complicated because it's all detached and is not together, does not have the typical properties of a statue and looks very jumbled. It will all come together at a later point, so just get to this point and it will all come together, as I said, later on in the video. So what we're going to do now, start working on making it come together. We're going to go to the bottom right corner and we're going to start building up 4. So we're going to extend it backwards 3 and then build up 3 all the way across like so using stone. We're then going to start working on the side of the legs. So for the right side of the leg, what we're going to do is right next to this brown stained clay here, we're going to go down diagonal using black wool, to the side using brown stained clay, and then up diagonal using black wool. So it should create a little U shape. Next what we're going to do is build a 2x2 of brown stained clay. Right here we place 1 black wool, and then we place 1, 2, 3 black wool like so. Next row we place 1 black, 2 brown. Next row 1 black, 1 brown, 1 black, and then the final row is 2 brown, 1 black. So it should look like this. As you can see, it's a 12x4 rectangle with the little blocks missing right there. Of course, feel free to pause right here if you need to do so, and we're going to move on to the other side of the leg. Okay, so moving around to the other side of the leg, what we're going to do is get our stone. We're going to extend it backwards 1, 2, 3, again up 1, 2, 3. So it's the exact same so far as the other side, nice and simple. So it should be looking like this. Again, same as the other side, we're going to come up to this brown block here, go down diagonal using black wool, to the side one using brown stained clay, but this time we're going to go up diagonal using brown stained clay. Again, we have this little U shape, and then from left to right it should go brown, brown, black, brown. Next row is 3 brown. Next row is 3 black. Next row is 3 brown. Next row is 1 black, 2 brown. Same with the next row. Next row is 2 brown, 1 black. Same with the next row. And then the final row is 3 black, sorry, my mistake. And again, once you've done that, that will give you a 12x4 rectangle that should be looking like this. And that pretty much makes the legs 3D. We'll get around to doing the back at a later point, but once we've done that, that is the legs very near to completion. Okay, so what we're going to do now is come up to here on the left side of the arm, and we're going to extend this one backwards and make it 3D. So what we do is we come to here, as you can see, second block up, we're going to extend it 1, 2 to the side using green stained clay, 1 black, and then we're going to bring it down 1 using green stained clay. On top of this black wall here, we're going to build up 1 using black, and then 1 using green, and then this part here we should have a 2x2 gap. On the left side we place 2 green, and on the right side we place 2 black. And once you've done that, it will look like this. That is very simple, and that is the side of the left arm complete. Of course, feel free to pause here. Again, it does look very weird, but it will come together slowly. Okay, so coming around to the left side, what we're going to do is we're going to get our cyan stained clay, and what we do is we extend this way from here, the bottom row of the left hand, all the way back, 3 blocks, all the way across should I say, and once you've done that, if you come below it should be a 4x4 square, like so. We then come to the side here, and the next row is 3 cyan stained clay, next row is 3 stone, next row is 3 cyan stained clay. Then what we do is we leave a gap here, as always. Next is black wool, we place 1 green stained clay, leave a block, and then 1 green stained clay. So what we're going to do is just place 2, punch 1 out. Next row, we leave this block here empty. We place 1 green there, so as you can see there's 1 empty gap here, 1 empty gap here, so there and then down diagonal, and then the end block is black. Next row is 2 green, 1 black. Next row is 1 black, 2 green, same with the next row and the next row, and then the final row is 2 green, 1 black. So once you've done that, of course that's a 12x4 again, like the other side, and it should be looking like this. Of course, if you haven't already, feel free to pause. Again, it's much easier if you keep pausing, keep finding your mistakes as you go, rather than getting to the end of the tutorial and finding out that things have gone horribly wrong. So yeah, this is what it should look like so far. It looks very hollow, very weird, but again, keep with me, have faith in me, and we will keep going. Okay, so coming back to the back of the statue, what we're going to do is place 6 stone. Next row, 2 cyan stained clay, 2 stone, 2 cyan stained clay. Next row, we're going to place a 2x2 of stone on the left, 2x2 stone on the right, and then in the middle we place a 2x2 of cyan stained clay. What we're then going to do is join this up with the front part here, so we just place a 2x2 of cyan there. It should link perfectly like so. And then either side we just place a 2x2 of stone. Next, what we're going to do is place a 2x2 of cyan stained clay on top of that, and that's going to mark out basically where the endoskeleton legs go. Next, what we're going to do is build this all the way up until we hit in line with this cyan stained clay here. So it should be Y18. You can do it to Y17 as well, it really doesn't matter. We just build it all the way up like so until it comes in line with here, and the same on this side. And what you'll see once you've done that is that it will look a lot more together. I'll show you from the front in a second, and it should look like this. So as you can see, we got the little endoskeleton legs coming up, and it connects everything a lot better. Okay, so anyways, back to the back of the statue. What we're going to do is on the left side, next to this black wall here, we're going to place 1 brown stained clay. We're going to go up diagonal and then all the way across. Then what we're going to do is on the right side, next to there, we're going to place 1 black, leave a gap, place 1 brown, next to that place 2 black, like so. So it should be looking like this, and again the gaps between the feet and the trousers is 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2. Again, feel free to pause, and continuing on the trousers we go like this. We place 1 brown stained clay in that gap there, a solid row of black on the next row, 2 brown, 1 black, 3 brown, next row, 1 black, 1 brown, 1 black, 2 brown, 1 black. Next row, the exact same, so 1 black, 1 brown, 1 black, 2 brown, 1 black. And of course that is the legs complete, so that's 12 by 8 as you can see. Again, feel free to pause. This next part is the body, but again, as we did earlier, it does match up, so we're going to do it all in one. So from left to right, we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 brown, 1 black, 1 brown. Next row, 1 brown, 1 black, 3 brown, 1 black, 1 brown. And then the final row is 8 black. So it should look like this. Of course, it's 15 by 8. And as you can see, the poles are really taking effect, really adds a nice effect to it and makes it look pretty awesome. What we're going to do now, before we move on to the arm, is in this section here, we're going to place 2 black wool there. What we do is place solid cyan stained clay in this gap here. So essentially a 6x2 area, we just fill it with solid cyan stained clay. In the middle blocks, so these 2x2 here, so we leave 2 blocks gap in either side, we place a 2x2 in the middle. What we do is we build that up all the way up to the top minus 1 block. So you just build it up, let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks up from the ones we placed, and that adds a nice pole going through the middle, as you can see, and it really is starting to come together. Okay, so what we're going to do now is the back of the left arm, then we'll move on to the back of the body and then the back of the right arm. So for the back of the left arm, what we're going to do is we place 3 cyan stained clay, 3 stone, 3 cyan stained clay. Of course we leave the gap here. What we do is we place 2 random blocks and then 1 black, punch out them 2 random blocks and bring it down 1 using the black. That will connect to the hand, so don't worry about that, that is not a mistake, that is what should happen. What we're then going to do on top of that is place 2 green stained clay, go to the left one using black, to the left one using green, and down 1 using green. Next what we're going to do is leave 1 block here, go up 1, place 1 green, and then we're going to place 2 more on top. Next to that we place a row of 3 black, and next to that we leave 1 block and then place 2 stone. Whoops. Like so. And what that should do, like the front, is leave a little right angled shape out like so, and it should be looking like this. This is the back of the arm, and of course feel free to pause if you need to do so. Okay, so moving on, what we're going to do is in fact the right arm. So next to this black wall here, we're going to place 2 green to the left. We're going to go up diagonal using stone and up 1. That will leave you with a 2x2 gap here. What we do is place solid green, and on the top left corner we place 1 black. That is the right arm complete. Very, very simple. Of course, feel free whenever you need to pause to do so. And now we're going to move on to the back of the body. So the back of the body, what we do is we come to the second black wall here on the left arm. We place a green and we go to the side 1 and up diagonal 1. From here, we're going to build up 7. From the next row, we build up 1, 2 black, 3 black, and then 2 green. Next row, 6 green in total, so up 5. Next row, from top to bottom now, we're going to place 1 black, 1 green. Next row, 3 green. Next row, 5 green. So as you can see, we got the pattern of 7, 7 with 3 black, 6, 2, 3, 5. Next row is 1 green, 1 black, 1 green, 2 black, 1 green, and then the final row is 7 green. Okay, so once you've done that, it should be looking like this. I hate to say it again, but do pause if you need to do so. One last thing we're going to add, should I say, not tip, before we add the shoulders, is the endoskeleton in the arms. So for the arms, what we're going to do is on the left arm, we're going to come to this part here. We're going to place 2 cyan stained clay there to link it back together. And in the center blocks, we're going to fill that in, and we're going to bring it up all the way to the top, like we've done before. So it's 2x2 in the center, we just bring it all the way to the top, like so. As you can see, it should be going straight through the middle like that. And for this part here, what we do is we place 2x2 of cyan stained clay, and we're going to bring it downwards. Doesn't matter how far you bring it downwards, because we'll be trimming it. Just as a representation, I'll bring it down a lot further than you actually need it. So like that, as you can see. What we do is we make sure that it comes 2 blocks below. So all these ones here are excess. We get rid of that. So it's essentially a 2x2 pole that is 5 tall. 4 tall because we're actually going to punch these top 2 out, like so, because that's where the shoulders will go. And one last tip, what we're going to do is do a 2x2 pole which connects it to the main one, like so. So you just bring it across a 2x2, 1 block down, because remember the top block is actually where the shoulders are going to be. And what that does is it gives you an awesome little skeleton feel. And as you can see, like, you've got the parts going across here, and it is very, very awesome. What we are going to do, last tip for here, is we are going to place 2 green right smack bang in the middle there, and fill this part in with green stained clay. So that is it. I will get rid of my arm quickly. We will go around the go around the statue. I'll talk you over it for a tiny bit, and then we'll move on to doing the head. Okay, so this is the legs, of course, from that black block in the left corner, that one there. I'll cut the top part out, that part there, to the bottom one is 12 by 8. Again, there's 2 gap, 2 gap, 3 gap, 3 gap, 1, 3, 2, 2. Should look like this. Coming round to the left side, we got the left side of the leg. We have the right side of the leg. We got the front of the body. And I'll actually zoom out a bit. As you can see, it should be 24 blocks tall, 16 wide, 8 wide if you're not including the arms. And again, if I haven't said it already enough this video, feel free to pause whenever you need to do so. Then we got the back of the legs and the back of the body. and then finally the side of the right arm. Okay, so what I'm going to do is actually pause the video right here, take a cut, make sure everything's going fine and dandy, as some people would say. I can't believe I just said that. And also make sure that everything is going great, because I was having some issues with my capture card earlier. So yeah, I'll take a quick break here, and then we'll get straight back into building the head. So yeah, I will see you in a second. Okay, so I am back and we are ready to start working on the head. So what we're going to do is come around to the front, make sure you are at the front. Easy way to find out, the short arm is on the left, long arm is on the right. Or alternatively, the foot design should look like this on the front, whereas on the back it's slightly different. Okay, so once you've established that you're on the front, what you're going to do is in fact come up to the shoulders. And what we're going to do now is start filling it in, and then we'll get on to doing the head. So we place 2 stone in between each stone here, like so. And then what we do is just surround the rest in green stained clay. So 2x2 of green stained clay each side, and then this middle part here doesn't really matter, but I'm just going to fill it in for the sake of filling it in. Once you've done that, what we're going to do is go to the left side, count 4 to the right, and on the 5th block, place a block, bring it 2 forwards. We're going to do the same on the right, count 4 to the left, on the 5th block, place block, bring it 2 forwards. What you'll find is that both times it's right next to the stone one there, like that. And of course what we're going to do is again extend it backwards 5, so it should overhang the back 2 as well, so it should be overhanging the front 2 and the back 2. What we're then going to do is join the gap, so it should be 6 block gap in between them. For the first row it's just solid green stained clay. The second row we're in fact going to punch one out, place black, then solid stained clay until the second to last one, which is black wool. So make sure this is at the front you're doing this. And then on the back side of the head, the first row is solid green, and then the second row is 7 green from left to right, and then punch the final one out and place 1 black wool. But we'll get to the back of the head at a later point in this video. First of all, we're going to start focusing on the front. So this is what it should look like. Of course, you should have an 8x8 base plate. This is the, I guess, the structure of the head, and this is what we are working off, because the head is 8x8x8 minus the 3D effects we'll be using. So what we're going to start off by doing from left to right is 6 black, well actually sorry 7 black, and then 1 green. Next row we do 8 green, and same with the next row. And the reason behind that is actually because this is a 3D effect we're going to add. So what we do now is on the second row, second block in, we place 1 white, leave 1 block gap, 2 white, 1 block gap, 1 white. Next row, again this is all 3D, 2 green, 4 lime, 2 green. Next row, 1 green, 1 black, 1 lime, 2 black, 1 lime, 1 green, 1 black. And in fact we actually punch this one out and replace it with black, sorry, my mistake. So it should be looking like this so far. Next row, we're in fact going to go back into this main structure here, and we're not going to be doing the 3D effect. We place 1, 2, 3, 4 green, 1 black, 1 light grey wool, 1 white wool, and then we leave this end block empty. Next row, again, 4 green stained clay, 1 black, 2 cyan, and then the end row is also empty. Next row, 1 green, 2 black, 1 green, 1 black, and then the final row is 3 green, 1 black, and 1 green. What we're then going to do, it should be looking like this, as you can see, is add the left eye patch. So we start off at this place here, leave 1 block gap, place 2 black wool, and then the next row we place 4 black wool, and it should look like this. What you will notice is there is a big gap here, and I will get round to explaining that at a later point. For now, just leave it like it is, and we're going to start working on the left side of the head. So again, feel free to pause here. The main part of the head is in fact 8x8. The 3D effects are slightly difficult, but again, just by looking at it right now, you should be able to figure it out. Okay, so moving on to the left side, what we're going to do, from left to right, we go up 1, using black wool, 2 green. Oh, sorry, right to left, my mistake. 1 black, 2 green, 1 black. Now we are left to right. We do 6 green, 1 black, and then 1 green. Next row is 1 green, 1 black, 2 green, 1 black, 1 green, 1 black. Next row, 1, 2, 3, 4 green, 1 black, and then 2 green. So it should be looking like this so far. Next row is solid green because we're going to put the eye patch band going across. Next row, 1 black, 2 green, 1 black, 2 green, 1 black. And then the final row is 1 black, 2 green, 1 black, and then 3 green. And as mentioned, what we're going to do now is put the eye patch band across. Of course, pause here quickly if you need to catch up. Again, from that block there to that block there is 8 by 8. And what we do for the eye patch band is we come to this part here, and we just build a 8 long line across 3D, like so. So it's a third from top row, and it should be 3D and should look like this. Okay, so moving on, we're going to rotate around the head, and we're now coming around to the back of the head, because it's the less difficult part from the left side of the head, should I say. Again, from left to right, what we're going to do is 1 black, 3 green, 1 black, 2 green. Next row, 1 black, 3 green, 1 black, 2 green. Next row, 1 black, 6 green. Next row is 5 green. Sorry, 6 green and then 1 black, my mistake. Next row, 2 green, 1 black, and then the rest of the row is green. Next row is solid green. And then the final row is 1, 2, 3 green, 1 black, 1 green, 1 black, 1 green. So once you've done that, it should look like this. Again, apologies for my mistake. You can tell it's almost 4 AM in the morning. But I'm trying to get this video out as soon as possible for you guys because I know how much you guys are anticipating it. And I want to keep the schedules for once. So yeah, this is what it should be looking like. Of course, feel free to pause. It's an 8 by 8 square as always. And what we're going to do now is add the eye patch band for this part. So what we do is we come up to the top left corner, count 2 in from to the right. On the third block, we place 1 black, go down diagonal twice, and then to the side 1, 2, 3. And it should look like this. So of course, pause here if you need to do so. And we're going to move on to the final side of the head before we move on to the top, which is probably the most difficult side. So for this side of the head, what we're going to do is rather than building side to side, we'll build up and down. So from left to right, what we do, 1, 2, 3 black, then we place 1 green. Next row is 5 black, 5 green, my mistake, I'm colorblind, that is clearly green. Next row is 6 green, so 6 including the bottom row, so up 5, that one's up 4. Next row, 1 black, 1 green, 2 black, 2 green. Next row is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 green, and then the final row is 5 green and 2 black. So once you've done that, it should be looking like this, of course. That looks like an exclamation mark, but that's beside the point. What you can do now is pause right here. We're going to add a little indent part here, and this is where things get slightly more complicated. So yeah, what we do now is we bring this backwards 2, and on the second block in, we also place a row of 3 like so above. So we leave 1 block and then place 3 like that. Then what we're going to do is above that, we're going to, start on the top of the head. But what we do is place 1 cyan stained clay to the left of this part here. So it's like a little right angle, I guess you could say. What we're also going to do, whilst we're here, is something we didn't do before. We go up diagonal twice from the top right corner of the eye patch, like so. And this gives us a nice starting point for the eye patch on the top of the head. What we're going to do is we are going to go up from here. We're going to go diagonal. So as you can see, the eye patch finishes here. We go up here, 1, 2, 3. Then we come down. And we place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks like so. So as you can see, it links up perfectly like that. And I'll give you a view from a few angles. So this part here is 5, this part here is 3, and it connects diagonally like so, and also diagonally like that. So again, this does look a bit weird. As you can see, he's got like a hole in his head, almost like a chunk missing out, but it will make sense because it always makes sense. Logic. So what we do, starting from back to front, we place 1, 2, 3, 1 black, 1 green. Next row, 1 green, 1 black, and then 3 green. Next row, 1 black, 1 green, 1 black, 3 green. Next row is just solid green. Same with the next row, and then the next row is also the exact same. So what you'll find you'll end up having is a 1 block hole right there, which you can sit in and peek through Foxy's head. That's just part of the design. You can fill it in if you want to, but I think it looks kind of cool, so we are going to keep it. It kind of represents where his eye patch doesn't cover the chunk missing out of his eye, you could say. Okay, so one thing we did not counter for when doing the top of the head is the ears and the little tuft of hair. So again, just in case you guys missed it, this is what the top should look like. And what we're going to do is count 2 in from the front and 2 in from the side. So it's 2 in and then 2 in. So it should be here. We're going to place 1 black, 1 green, 1 black, 1 green. And on top of that, in the center 2 blocks, we place 1 green and 1 black. We're then going to come around the back of this, because it's too thick this time, and we're going to place 1 black from left to right, 1 green, 1 black, 1 green, and then the 2 center blocks is just green. Now what this looks like, if you come around the front and the back, it looks very off-centered, and that is not the case. It's just because this part here is actually missing, and that will be made apparent when we add the ear, which is what we're going to do now. So for the ears, this is what it should be looking like. For the ears, we're going to get cyan stained clay for the left one. We're going to count 2 in, and we're going to place 2 cyan stained clay on the green like so. Next to that, we're going to place 2 green stained clay. Above that, we place 2 lime. Next to that, we place 1 black. Whoops. Awful block placement. 1 black. Next to the lime here, we're going to place 1 black and up 1 using a black, and to the right 1 using 1 green. And that is the left ear. We also have to come around the back again for this ear because it's slightly different on the back. So let's just get rid of this. So on the back, it's in fact 1 cyan stained clay, as you can see. Above that is 1 green instead of 1 black. Here is 2 black instead of green, and then the rest is just green. Whoops, that's lime. Green stained clay. There we go. So that is what the ear should look like from the back, and this is what it should look like from the front. There is a slight contrast, but nothing too much. And then for the other ear, and once we've done that, that is the statue complete. We need stone. We count 2 in, and we come to this black band here, and we go up diagonal. We don't build it on the band because we don't want it to be next to it, so we leave a 1 block gap, and it's going to be up diagonal, hovering in the air almost. Above this, we place 2 cyan stained clay, and also to the side. Next to that, we place 2 stone, and then we surround it using 2 by 2 by 2, I guess, minus 1 row of cyan stained clay. Hopefully you get the message. But yeah, once you've done that, that's what it should look like. And I'll go around the head one last time because I know that is very, very complicated, and I've probably gone a tad too fast. So this is the front. Of course, pause whenever you want to. I'm just going to get up close and spin around it, I guess, so you guys can see it and see how all the angles look and how they represent, I guess. So yeah, hopefully you guys found this tutorial useful or enjoyed it. And hopefully you guys are continuing with the Five Nights at Freddy's builds, because I still get a lot of support on this, which is really awesome, and I very much appreciate it. So yeah, if you do enjoy, leave a like, comment down below some more suggestions. I will be continuing with the other characters such as Balloon Boy, the Marionette, and potentially Phantom Mangle. I'm not 100% sure yet, in the very near future. But until then, thank you very much for watching. And again, check out the link in the description for the Amino apps, Crafters Amino, a very, very cool app. Again, if you follow me, Gummy Bear Games, I will be dropping you a follow back, and potentially I'll be able to message you, chat, and so yeah, I'm losing my voice as you can hear. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, I've been Tom, and goodbye.
Pull my heart out of my chest, train my mind so I forget. Sink your teeth into my bones, dig me out, then fill the hole. Tear me apart, tear me apart and watch it burn. Tear me apart, tear me apart and watch it burn. All that's left is a window to my soul. Come and get it.